Hey everyone, today I'm gonna review a $26 Wise Cam. This just costs around $20, and then of course there's shipping if you buy from westcam.com itself. If you buy from Amazon, the shipping will be already included, and if you're a Prime member, you don't have to pay for shipping. That's one thing. So this is the third camera that I personally have, and we already have two of it. And personally, I've been using it for about 2 months. So I ordered it, and it came fairly quick. And if you have Amazon Prime, it's like 2-day shipping if they have in stock. But if they don't, the thing arrives pretty quick still. Which is I ordered it, and one that's like out of stock and in stock, and both of it, they still came at the same time, a similar time. So let me find something to cut it open. Here we go. So I'm gonna use this nail to cut it up. So okay, while opening, I would explain. This camera is 26 for the cost, but it's a great camera. It is a camera that's like 1080p or semi. I think if you put it inside, it's like you can see in like distance wise pretty close and clear. And this camera designed to use for indoor, but I use it for outdoor because it is cheap, and also it is like cheap enough if it broke, I can just order another one or something like that. But so far I put how I did it with the outside one for me to have less problem, because I installed this in the neighbor's house too. But anyway, so what it is, of course, with their knowledge, not just I stalking on them, but they wanted to just because they see me have it. So anyway, so what this is, of course, this is the power supply, all of that stuff. So I'll put it on the side. I put this camera under the awning, like if they have like a tilted roof, I'll put right under there, and so it will get out of rain and the storm and in the sun and all that stuff. So it works so far pretty well. But that means this will ruin the warranty of it because I'm not following the rule, which is lovely for Daniel. So here's the Wise Cam. At night, for some reason, if you put very, very close to the top of the awning, the light, the infrared light, make so that it's pretty grainy and blurry and all of that stuff. So you gotta have to be careful how you put it. Just had to like test it out and play around with it. I would say if you have a place that's like bigger, like the roof is wider and like longer like that, you can actually put it down a little bit so that won't hit the roof, and then the light won't reflect from the aluminum or whatever the siding you have to. So that's one thing that I encounter. So here's that. And also this leg are very flexible. You can see that's very nice thing about this leg, because it's have magnet on it. So if you have for example, if you have refrigerator, you can literally mount this thing on the refrigerator without you even have to do anything. On the back, it's USB and the micro USB. That's how I used to set it up. The USB part is just for like a daisy chain to basically connect to the next camera, I find that not very useful. Just to let you know that. That's one of the things, because I hardly use it. It's just kind of like a way to looking for trouble. You could tape this up. Over here is the speaker, and the microphone is up front right here. And this camera has motion detection, uses photo motion detection. So for example, if the picture moving, this thing will notify you. But I frequently find like if you put this outside and the bird fly through or the wind drumming through or the car moving by, it will go shuts right off. So I disable certain, like, which is kind of nice. I can disable certain camera without disable the whole daggone thing. And also this have a SD card slot, which is can store up to 32 for up to day worth 2 day worth footage recording. And just that camera, like this one, can, like, for example, you can take out this SD card and put it on your computer, or you can remotely access to that, and which is, I think it's easier, just take it out and put it in the computer and just do it that way. So, and the other thing is, when you have 4 gig, it only records half day, which is fine, and it depends how high of quality you set to. For me, I set it to the full capacity of what the camera can take. So, and let's give this a boot. How about that? Where's the thing? Here. Also, this is what I did. I think you all want to know this. I think you had to tell me what you wanted to know. And this rubber band broke in the middle of the shipping. Haha. Oh well. It doesn't hurt me. It did. Okay, so that's basically all that's in the box. Finish that. So here's the Wisecam Magnet, which that's what you use to mount it. Also, they have a 3M adhesive. I find this is one-time use. After that, you had to put wherever you want it. After you put it, that's it. You can take it off, but it would be very messy and sticky, and just have to be careful. And here's the power block. How I did mine is, I have a power bank. Like charged USB, because it's micro USB. It's kind of very handy. I really like their design of, like, I can plug this into a power bank, so if I have power failure, this thing will still operates for like another 30-40 minutes. It all depends on the capacity of the power bank. So that's how I did it, and it works. And that's that. And this cord is pretty long. I would say it's about 5 feet or something like that. So plug this bad boy in and plug this in it. And I have a phone right beside me that I can use to set it up. And I just dropped it. I'll show you how to use this thing. Okay. There's LED light indicates, tells you like the thing boots up and everything. Of course, the thing, also the app is very simple to use and give you direction step by step. Right now it's not even set it up yet, so we're gonna use a phone, and we're gonna set this thing up as a new one. So get ready, and I want to add a camera. So here's the add camera process. Oops. And so I just hit it, and then follow the direction right on the screen. So there's a button on the bottom that you push to configure it. So let me find it. So hold it, and not hold it, just listen to it.
Ready to connect.
And then you say, I heard it, and then, that thing even picks it up. And then you choose, after that next step, you basically connect to your Wi-Fi network. So after you hit that
Ready
button,
to connect.
let me do this. Alright.
Ready to connect.
Alright, so this thing will generate a barcode, which is, will not show on camera, but basically,
QR code scanned.
there you
Please
go.
wait.
So then I heard it, and then it's connecting, 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 connecting. Let me see. Ah. Alright, let's put the light up here too.
Setup completed.
See that blue light? You can you can turn the blue light off or on, which is kind of nice. But if you want to let people know that thing is working, that thing will tells you, hey, you better watch out, get your butt out of somewhere else. For now, I'm gonna just create a name of I, because I don't have any place to put it, and start user. Alright, so here's the camera that's okay. So now I have to do update. Alright, well, we'll just wait till this end updates, because every time I get it just had to do update. So I don't know why, but here we go. Waiting to cross the line. This thing is not actually that hard to set up at all, because the time that I'm talking to you, at the first time I set it up, it was like less than 10 minutes and done. And so I think it is very user friendly, and if you're not afraid to mess up, that thing is pretty good to use. And I personally think this camera have a lot of potential to like just use it to look around your neighbor. Obviously, it's not like good enough to whatchamacallit, to use for anything else except looking at your own yard. I would say definitely worth $26, and somebody also says use it for like baby monitor or whatever you want to use it for. So you can also use it to watch baby monitor. I think that's the other thing that I liked about this is I don't have to pay monthly subscription. I don't like to pay monthly subscriptions to nobody. Okay, so now it's up to date, complete. So there's two ways to store this footage. One is use use a Amazon Service Cloud, which is automatically embedded it, and it's only stored for like 14 days or less. I don't remember, but basically, if they have motion detected, it will record it to the cloud-based and service. And so basically, if they took this camera, it won't be as big as problem, because you can still get the footage. On the other hand, if you install high enough, and if they're trying to reach it, you can see them. So, hopefully you will get something out of it. But let me think. The other thing is, let me think what other thing is. I was going to say the negative thing that I do not like, because this thing does not detect motion very good. It's like if I put this in a like uneven lit spot, like for example the sun, the house shadow, that's perfect example, under the tree, and they cannot see the black spot. For example, if I shined a light right in my yard and there's a tree, and if I move around under the tree, it's like very hard to pick it up. But if you move it enough, and if you install a SD card, you can have continuous recording. So if you have another motion sensor in the house, you can actually see, okay, what time is that and what's going on, and so you can use that whatever other motion sensor to pick it back using as a bridge to see what's going on because it continue recording. That's kind of nice, but that's more complicated than it worth. So basically, that's basically all I think about this camera. It's all right, and the quality wise is all right too. So, and for full review, for better review than me, but that's just my personal opinion, personal experience, opinion, and all of that stuff. I think for better review of this, you can check it out in the video description. I will link a few of my favorite YouTuber down there for this Wisecam 2.0. So thank you very much for checking out, and I had to say I'll see you next time, and hopefully this video is not too long, and see you all later. Bye bye. Here's night vision. See, on this camera it won't show as night vision, but if you look at it over here, it's like night vision enabled. It's all black and white. So, alright. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.